Hi, good morning, praying wives. I decided to start recording some of the prayer challenges just because the writing has felt a little impersonal, I guess. And this is a prayer thing, and I think it's better, more personal in that regard that I speak in regards to this. So I just wanted to remind you what book we're doing. This is Stormy Omartian, Her Power of a Praying Wife, 30-Day Prayer Challenge. And it is an amazing book, and I highly recommend that you actually get it for yourself. Because she shares testimonies of what's going on in that particular chapter. And I generally couldn't type all of that out. That would be silly. So I'm just going to kind of, even in the videos now, I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of some prayer guidelines through what she's sharing, and also the Bible verses that go with it, and just some little personal discussions that may meet you where you're at. And I know this has been a really, really helpful tool for me in my prayer life, praying for my husband. It's not always easy, right? But the Lord is teaching me that as I love Him and I pursue the Lord, He gives me His heart for others, for my spouse, for my children, for friends, for enemies, people we don't get along with or whatever, you know. As we continually pursue the Lord, that's the key. It's personal relationship with Jesus Christ in our communion with Him first. That's going to help us show mercy, truly love others, and show others that we care. And we truly need Him to do that, because it doesn't always come natural, right? So today we're on chapter 5, day 5, His affection. Now, this has been a little bit of an issue in our marriage. My husband would not be ashamed to admit that, and I love him dearly. This will be our 10 years wedding anniversary, and we have gone through so much together as husband and wife and friends. And this area has not always come easy to him. And like most men, affection is definitely different than how we women perceive affection, right? I know for me, I like affection in physical touch, hugs, kisses, back rubs. My husband likes that too. Generally, you know, just kind of reaching out to one another, making sure each other's okay, you know, physical touch, and not just sexual. A lot of men just think the sexual aspect covers the whole affection thing, and for us ladies, it doesn't generally, does it? So let me get down to this. She talks about, in this particular chapter, about his affection, and she shares a story about a couple where the wife was married a number of years, and she tried to talk to her husband about his lack of physical affection toward her. And it was hurting their relationship a lot. You know, she felt neglected. She felt, you know, just not wanted or not pretty. And that's what it does sometimes, right? You're married. Being married is that time to show affection, right? So we need to pray. We need to pray earnestly that the Holy Spirit would help us love our spouse first and foremost. And in that, show some mercy and ask Him for more patience as God is working in your spouse. And the Lord will. He has in my husband and in me. So basically, she talks about this woman's misery forced her to take the problem to her friends that prayed. To her prayer partners. So if you have a group of ladies that will do that, including here in this group of praying wives, we'd be happy to do that for you. I intercede for you as I'm led, just so you know that. But feel free to reach out if you need. Basically, the story continues. She didn't have to feel guilty about wanting affection. Ladies, do not feel guilty about wanting and desiring those affectionate things from your husband. Don't feel guilty about that. It's a natural thing that's supposed to happen in a marriage. A lot of us may have some emotional issues going on, some pain there, and I don't personally know your situation, but the Lord does. That's why we need to take our concerns to the Lord, okay?